Ayan. Make sure that you already, what's this? Submitted your assessment 5. Is that 5? Yeah. Assessment 5, ha? Para hindi na kayo tambakan. So as of the moment, I already uploaded up to assessment 8. So ayan. Kaya makinig sa sasabihin ko this afternoon. Kasi I will be discussing the first part of the topic and then I will leave some of the modules to you for you to read. Okay? Okay. So, what's this? Okay na pala. Okay. So, our topic for today is all about introduction to logarithms. Or basically, we will go to the logarithmic functions. So, in our previous topics, we already discussed the rational function. We also discussed the inverse function and the exponential function. So you need to recall what you have gained in inverse function. So I believe you take serious of watching that lesson and the topics that we have discussed in exponential function. Kasi it has something to do with our topic for today, which is logarithmic function. Okay? By the way, before we begin, is my audio clear? Clear ba?
Yes
Yes,
po,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes
Okay.
po.
Oo. By the way, class, if you have questions or tawag dito, or kung nawala man ako or medyo humina yung audio, wag na kayo mag-raise ng hand since we are using Google Meet this afternoon. Di ko makita kung sino yung nagre-raise ng hand or kung may nag-message man. So, kindly open your mic na lang agad. Lalo na kapag may mga tanong later, ha? Sige. Anyway, ayun. By the way, I decided to use Google Meet kasi it takes lesser data, I believe, kesa kapag Zoom. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. So, our topic for this afternoon is all about logarithms. And we will begin to introduce the logarithms first. Okay? So, I believe that in your junior high school, may tumatasik na laway. Okay, when you were in junior high school, you were not that familiar with logarithms. Did you ba? Have you encountered logarithms when you were in junior high? Encounter na ba?
No po, sir.
Di
Not
po, sir.
yet. Wala pa. So, dapat pala isama siya sa sa enriched math niya. Di ba may enriched math kayo? Anyway, sige, mai-suggest ko nga. Okay. So, madali lang naman si logarithms if you were familiar of the exponential function and inverse function. Okay? Kasi usually when we solve logarithmic functions, we use exponential functions. And yeah, madali lang naman talaga si logarithm. So, kaya nga i-introduce siya ngayon. So, if we have exponential function or equation y is equal to bx, so ayan, we can rewrite an exponential function to its logarithmic form. And that's when logarithmic function is formed. Okay? Kasi, as I've said earlier, exponential function and inverse function is needed in this lesson because logarithmic function is the inverse of our exponential functions. So, an exponential function can be written to its logarithmic form. Okay? So if we have y is equal to b over b raised to x here, ayan, we can rewrite this as a logarithmic function. So y is the power, yung tinatawag natin power or the product. Ayan. Siya kasi yung answer kapag nag-exponent tayo or we perform the operation of exponent to a number. Ayan. And then we have, of course, the exponent x and the base, yung b natin. Okay? If we have y is equal to bx, we can rewrite the exponential function to its logarithmic form. So the logarithmic form of y is equal to bx is x is equal to logarithm of y with the base b. So this is read as x equals logarithm of y with or pwedeng to the base b. So pwede nating i-omit yung the. Okay? So it can be read as x equals logarithm of y with the base b. Pwede ring y equals logarithm of y with the base b. Pwedeng tanggalin yung the. Ay, yun ba yung sinabi ko kanina? Or pwede ring x equals logarithm of y to the base b or to base b. O pwedeng with the base b na lang saka to the base b. Pareho lang yun. Okay? So, yan. So, that is how we write logarithmic function. Make sure that if we have logarithmic function, our base, yung b natin, should be what? Should be a positive number and it should not be equal to 1. Okay? So, yun siya. So, any exponential function can be written to its logarithmic form as long as the base should not be equal to 1 and should be positive. Okay? Sige. Mamaya introduce natin siya. Ayan. So, pwedeng ang base natin, pwedeng 1 million, 2 million, pi, bawal pa negative, 5, 1, 2, and so on. Okay? So, before introducing the logarithms to you, we have here special logarithms. Okay? So, we have the common logarithms. So, common logarithms are logarithms with the base 10. Okay? So, it's like having a radical sign. 'Di ba? Pag walang index ng radical sign, when we say index, 'di ba, ito yung number dito sa gilid. O kapag ganyan, square cube root of 3, ano yan, of x, cube root of x yan siya, 'di ba? Pag wala siyang 3 sa gilid, ano yan siya? Siya ay square root. And we all know, kapag siya ay walang number dito, alam natin na may 2 yan dyan. 'Di ba? So, ganun din sa logarithmic function. Kapag wala tayong base, kunwari log of x, that means meron niyang imaginary na base dito, na 10. Okay? Sir, bakit 10? Bakit 10, sir, yung parang kino-consider natin kapag wala tayong base pag logarithm? Kasi nga po, ang number system natin na ginagamit nowadays is base 10. And kaya nga siya tinawag na decimal system, di ba? Kasi base 10. Okay? Kasi, di ba, bakit base 10? Kasi 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 digits. Pag tapos ng 9, magiging 10. So, magta-transform na yung 1-digit number natin to 2-digit number, which is 10. Tapos, pag naging 10, pag meron tayong 10 tens, so, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, hanggang 90. Pagtapos ng 90, magiging 100, o tatlo na yung decimal number natin, o digits natin, yung place value natin, nag-iiba. Every tens. So, yon. Kaya siya tinawag na decimal system. Kaya si common logarithms, common kapag base 10. Okay? Ayan. And then we have here the natural logarithm. If you were not aware of the existence of the constant number e, ano yung e dito? Ano ko? Ayan. E. So, ito po yung value ng e. Nakikita nyo ba? Wait lang ha. Ayan. So, yung value ng e natin is 2.7128. Nakita nyo ba? Wait lang. Ay, sorry. Oh, no. Stop presenting pa. Bakit stop recording na pindot ko? Ayan siya, class. Kung nakikita nyo man. Ayan. So, yung e is a constant number. Para siyang pi. Okay, may value siya. 2.71828 and so on siya, di ba? So, yan siya. Yung kapag meron tayong base na E, which is approximately 2.71828 and so on, kasi siya ay irrational number, ganito yung magiging notation niya. Sana yun? Ganito. Kunwari, example natin is logarithm of x with a base E. Diba? Hindi natin magagamit yung notation na to kapag siya ay base E. Instead, magiging ganito siya. Ln of x. This is in common language namin sa math, we read this as ln. Yeah, tama kayo. Yung tinataniman, parang garden, parang ang tawag doon, parang front yard ba? Tama ba yung term ko? Basta lawn. Okay, di ba sa Plant vs. Zombie, may yung tinataniman doon ng halaman, ng plant. Yun, lawn yun, yung dinadaanan ng mga zombie. Lawn, yun yung lawn. Okay? So, yan. This is read as lawn. So, if we have ln of x, therefore, that means it's logarithm of x with the base e. Anong value ng e? 2.71828 and so on. Okay? So, yun siya. Kailangan nyo ito tandaan kasi gagamitin natin siya later. Okay? So, as I've said a while ago, the logarithm is the inverse of exponents. Okay? So, the logarithmic function is the inverse of exponential function. So, if we have exponential function, we can rewrite that to its logarithmic form and vice versa. So, kung meron tayong logarithmic function, pwede natin siyang i-rewrite to its exponential form. Okay? So now, I will be teaching you how to. O, kanina, tinuruan ko na kayo ng first part. Okay? So, when we convert exponential equation to its logarithmic form, tandaan nyo lang yung parts. We have the base, we have the exponent, and we have the product. So, if we have 4 squared is equal to 16, of course, 4 is the base, 2 is the exponent, and 16 is the product. So, the logarithmic form of the function is logarithm of 16 with the base 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so that would be logarithm of 16 to the base 4 or with the base 4 is equal to 2. Tandaan nyo ha, ganyan yan siya. Wait, may admit lang ako isa. Wala nagpakita. Bakit wala? Okay? Sige. Another example. Okay, so we have 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. Okay, how do we rewrite this in logarithmic form? So we have 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. And then, wait lang. Ayan. Tapos, magiging ano siya? Logarithm of 1, kasi ito yung product, with the base 3, kasi 3 ang base natin, that would be equal to 0, yung exponent. So, 3 raised to 0 is equal to 1. When written in logarithmic form, that would become logarithm of 1. Ganito ang basa ha. Logarithm of 1 to the base 3 is equal to 0. Ayan. Okay. Let's check nga kung marunong na kayo magre-write. So, ayan. So, convert the following exponential equations in the logarithmic form. Okay? So, we have 4 items here. So, that would be 5 raised to 4 is equal to 625. B is 9 raised to negative 2 is equal to 1 over 81. C is e raised to x is equal to y. And D is equal to 10 raised to negative 3 is equal to 1 over 1,000. So I'll be giving you 5 minutes to convert each of these items. And then later on, we will check if your work is correct. Okay? Based on what we have learned earlier. Okay? Sige. Off muna ko ng cam. Naka-on pala cam ko. Okay. So, sige. Timer. Sige. It's 1:48. Sige. Bigyan ko kayo ng spare time. until 1:54 tayo. Okay? So timer starts now. Oh, let's practice.
Sir, excuse po.
Yes po, meron ba? Sorry, di ko narinig.
Maingay po, sir, yung mic niyo po ata.
Ay, maingay? Sige, wait lang ha.
Sir, excuse po, may Jamboard daw po ba? Pwede po makahingi ng link.
Ay, sorry. Yes po.
Jamboard po, sir. Meron
Ay,
daw
sorry.
po ba? Pwede po makahingi.
Meron po.
Thank you po.
So, naka-present nga pala ako. Wait lang, nag-open ako ng messenger pa naman. Okay. Sige, sorry, wait lang. So na ngayon, ito yun, di ba? At sa Jamboard, kaya nyo ba magsulat sa Jamboard kahit phone gamit nyo?
Hindi ko rin alam, sir.
Huwag nyo na gamitin muna yung Jamboard. Mamaya na lang, pag ano na lang, pag tawag dito. Pag magsusulat na lang ako. Okay?
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. Anyway, bigyan ko na lang kayo mamaya ng access ng Jamboard kasi Yun pala yung maganda dito sa Google Meet. Nasa save pala yung blackboard pag nagsusulat. Ayan, 1 minute. Ay, ayan na, tapos na. Wait lang. Sige, okay, let's check. Ayan. Okay, so convert the following exponential equations in logarithmic form. So, this is logarithm of 625 to the base 5 is equal to 4. Ayan. So, letter B, logarithm of 1 over 81. Papiyok na ako, ano ba yan? With the base 9 or to the base 9 is equal to negative 2. Yung C naman is e raised to x is equal to y. So, magiging ano siya? Magiging logarithm of y to the base e is equal to x. Pero, si log e, dapat ln siya. Okay? So, ln y is equal to x. Diba? Natural logarithm. Ayan. So, si letter D naman, logarithm of what? Of 1 over 1,000. Since yung base natin ay 10, kahit hindi na natin isulat. Ano ba yun? Nahirapan ako mag-zero dito sa isa. Okay. So, kahit hindi natin isulat kapag base 10. Ayan. So, that would be equal to negative 3. Okay? Sige. So, yan yun siya. O, check ko nga sino naka-4. O, ganito. Pag naka-4, magbe-message tayo. Message kayo dun sa chat box natin. Okay. Pag naka-4 kayo, i-type nyo 4. Pag 3, 2, or 1, ilagay nyo yung score nyo, tapos ilagay nyo rin kung ano yung mga letters na mali. Kaya, kunwari ako 2 lang ako. Kasi nagkamali ako sa A saka sa D. So, yan. Yun yung sa message. Ganyan yung ilalagay nyo. O, pag 0, 0 din lagay nyo. Okay? O, sige nga, paki-message siya kung ilan yung nakuha ninyo. Patingnan natin kung madali lang ba talaga. Ayun. Kasi may, 10. May 10. Tapos, ba't may A? Ayan. By the way, class, explain ko lang din yung sa D. Sige. Nakuha ko na rin yung consensus kahit di na mag-message yung iba. Maraming nagkamali dun sa D. And C actually. Yan din yung sa ibang section eh. Ay, wait. Saan ba yun? Dito, class, necessary talaga kapag base E, dahil natural logarithm siya, we need to denote that is ilang that na yun? 3. Na dapat ano siya, ln of y, kasi base E. Kapag naman may 10, actually class, kino-consider din naman na isulat siya, pero kasi dahil siya ay common logarithm, understand na siya agad na may base 10 doon. Okay, understood na pala, bakit understand? Na may 10 siya doon. So, sige, pwede kasi sabing mali na pag may base 10. Okay? So, yan siya. Pero sige, dahil nga na-introduce na rin natin yung common logarithms, kailangan talaga, pag base 10, wala na tayong makikitang 10. Okay? Para proper tayo. Okay. Anyway, very good. Wala naman nakakuha ng 2, di ba? O, ayan. Sige. O, doon tayo sa vice versa. Doon sa pabalik naman. Paano mag-convert ng logarithmic equation in exponential form? Ayan. So, logarithm of the product to the base is equal to the exponent. So, if we have logarithm of 16 with the base 4 is equal to 2, ayan, 4 is the base, 2 is the exponent, and 16 is the product. So, as a result, 4 squared is equal to 16. O, same din dito. Rewrite logarithm of s is equal to r in exponential form. So, logarithm of s equals r, di ba? May imaginary dito na 10, so inote nyo na lang muna kung di para hindi kayo malito. So, magiging ano siya? Magiging 10 raised to R is equal to S. O, yan naman pag binaliktad. O, since marunong na kayo magre-write, babalik rin nyo lang din. Sige nga, dito. Letter B tayo. Ito na naman yung papagawa ko sa inyo. O, 205 ba? By 205, sagutan yung let's practice B. O, we have 4 items. So, we have A logarithm of U equals V. B logarithm of 4 with the base 16 is equal to 1/2. C is ln of x is equal to 4. And D is equal to logarithm of x with the base 7 is equal to 1/3. So, I'll be giving you time until 2:05 to answer this. And then later on, we will check. Okay? Sige, so timer starts now. Oh, wait lang ah. Mute lang ako para hindi feedback. Okay, camera. Okay, let's check class. Asa na tayo? Okay. So we have, ayan. Logarithm of u equals v. Dito na lang sa baba. Okay, so logarithm of u with a base v, di ba? Sabi kanina, may 10 doon sa baba. So yan. So that would become 10 raised to v is equal to u. So b. Yan siya. B. So we have logarithm of, bakit logarithm pa din? Okay, so that would be what? Ano yung base? 16 raised to 1/2 is equal to 4. Kasi 16, 1/2, gitna 4. Usually, yung sa gitna talaga yung final answer pag kino-convert. Okay? C tayo. Ln of x is equal to 4. So, ln of x is equivalent to logarithm of 4 to the base e. Logarithm of x pala, sorry. Logarithm of x to the base e is equal to 4. So rewrite that in exponential form. That would become e raised to 4 is equal to x. And lastly, we have letter D. That would become logarithm of x to the base 7 is equal to 1/3. So we have 7 raised to 1/3 is equal to x. Ayan. So these are the answers. Ayan. O sige, chat na ulit sa chat box. So ilan yung score at kung saan nagkamali. Chat na kung ilan yung score. Ayan. May nagkamali sa C, sa salon, 'di ba? Nadali na. Ayan. Very good that. At least, dun lang tayo sa 3 and 4 nagkakamali. Imagine na, di ba, kaka-introduce lang sa inyo ng logarithm. Okay, o sige, I think I've seen enough. By the way, very good Sige. Ibig sabihin, madali lang pala talaga si logarithm. Okay, sige. Let's proceed to the next lesson. Now, we will be solving logarithmic equations and inequalities. Okay? So, we have here special properties of logarithm. So, kapag meron tayong logarithm of 1 with a base b is equal to 0, ayan, make sure that b is any real number and x, sige. Let b and x be the real number such that b should be a positive number except 1. Okay? So, ayan. So, first property is that logarithm of 1 to the base b is equal to 0. Any base, it might be larger than 1 million. It might be, ayan, fraction. Ayan, basta except 1 na positive, yan ang sagot. Bakit? Kasi pag kinonvert natin siya into exponential, magiging b raised to 0 is equal to 1. And we all know that any number that is raised to 0 is equal to 1. Kaya yan, dun nang galing yan. Okay, next naman is logarithm of b raised to x with the base b is equal to x. So kapag same base yung ating yung ating product, base of b din siya, same sila nung sa logarithm, cancel yon. Okay? X na lang yung matitira. Okay? So we have, pag nire-write natin to siya into, what's this? Into exponential form, b raised to x is equal to b raised to x din. So, di ba? Walang pinakaiba. And then, ito, cancel din to. Pag meron tayong b raised to logarithm of, may nabura. If b is raised to logarithm of x to the base b, cancel na yon. So, x na lang. Okay? So, we have here examples. So, use the basic properties of logarithms to find the value. Ayan. Log 10, 1 talaga yan. Kasi may imaginary 1 dito. So, cancel yan, no? Anong exponent ng 10? 1. So, 1 ang answer. O ganun din dito. O, cancel. 2 na lang yung natira. Ay, by the way, may mali dito. 1 dapat to eh. Logarithm of 1. Okay. So, eto na. C. Logarithm of 49 with a base 7. Eh, we all know that 49 is 7 cubed. Diba? Ay, 7 cubed. 7 squared. So, 7 yung common nila. So, cancel yon. 2 na lang natira. And of course, logarithm of 1 is equal to 0. Kahit may 10 pa dyan, kahit gawin pa yung 1 million, basta 1 ang nilologarithm, 0 yan siya. Okay? Let's practice. Ako na magsagot. Okay, use the basic properties of logarithm. Okay, number 1, 2 ang answer. Cancel agad. Okay, sa C, logarithm of 64 with the base 4. We all know that 64 is a power of 4. So 64 can be written as logarithm of 4 cubed to the base 4. So cancel. Ano natira? 3. Ayan. So, di ba dali? Kasi properties lang naman yan siya. Huwag niyo kalimutan yung properties, ha? Ayan. Okay. Next is loss of logarithm. Plus, dito na tayo gagamit ng Jamboard. Okay? Sige. So, we have a loss of logarithm, but we usually use this 3 lang kasi bihira lang naman gamitin si change of base. Anyway, I'm not sure kung nasa ano niya siya. Sa assessment. Hindi ko maalala. Okay? Kasi recycle lang naman. Ayan. So, we have the product rule, quotient rule, and the power rule. Sige, isa-isahin ko yan siya. Okay, first is the type ko na lang. We have the product rule. Pag product rule class, ganito yan siya. If we have logarithm of UV, ayan, 2 variables or 2 numbers multiplied together, ayan. Ayan, kapag meron tayong logarithm of UV to the base B, based on the product rule, it will become logarithm of U to the base B plus logarithm of V to the base B. Ganyan siya. So, if we have, first example, if we have logarithm of, let's say, 2x to the base 3, we will be having logarithm of 2 to the base 3 plus logarithm of x to the base 3. Magiging ganyan siya. Pwede rin logarithm of, let's say, 4abc. Ayan. To the base 2. So, magiging ano siya? Logarithm of 4 to the base 2 plus logarithm of a to the base 2 plus logarithm of b to the base 2 plus logarithm of c to the base 2. Class, kahit di nyo muna to simplify. Wag na muna. Pero pwede i-simplify. Okay? Basta pinapakita ko lang yung product rule. So, ayan siya. And vice versa yan siya, class. Kapag binigay yung addition na part, pwede siya i-merge. Kunwari, logarithm of x to the base 2 plus logarithm of y to the base 2 plus logarithm of 7 to the base 2, it will become logarithm of x times y times 7 to the base 2. So it will become logarithm of 7xy to the base 2. Unahin niyo yung 7 kasi di ba number muna kapag ganyan. So ayan siya, class. May question sa product rule?
Wala po, sir.
Wala po, sir.
Okay, so clear tayo, ha? Ayan. Sige, pag may question, pag open mic lang agad, ha? Sige. for clarification. Sige, next natin is quotient rule. Oh, ay. Yan, sige. Pag quotient rule naman, class, ayan, parang kabaliktaran lang siya ni product rule. Kasi ang part ni product ni multiplication ay addition. Si quotient rule, ganun din. Pag division siya, partner niya subtraction. Parang ano lang, di ba? Ganun. So we have logarithm. Kapag meron tayong logarithm of u over v to the base b, magiging ano siya? Logarithm of u to the base b minus logarithm of v to the base b. Pero class, please, be careful lang dito pag dito. Kasi, kung sino yung numerator, siya dapat yung minuend. Siya dapat yung mauna doon sa listing na yon. Okay? Kung sino yung denominator, siya dapat yung mahuli. Siya dapat yung subtrahend naman. Okay? So, if we have logarithm of 1/2 to the base x, ay wag 1/2. Kasi ang any number nga pala na 0 yung ano. Wait lang ha. If we have logarithm of, let's say, 3/2 na lang, ayan, to the base x, meron tayong logarithm of the numerator, 3 to the base 2, minus logarithm of the denominator, which is 2 to the base, bakit 2? Sorry. X to. To the base, logarithm of 3 to the base x, minus logarithm of 2 to the base x. Ayan, ganyan siya. Okay? So, ganyan siya. So, what else? Sige, baliktarin ko na kasi madali lang talaga siya pag quotient rule. So, baliktarin natin. What if ganito na mangyayari? Logarithm of, let's say, logarithm of m to the base 5 minus logarithm of n to the base 5. So, ano mangyayari? Magiging logarithm of what? Logarithm of m over n to the base 5. So, yan si quotient rule. Ayan siya. Okay. May question sa quotient rule?
Wala po, sir.
Okay. Sige.
Wala po, sir.
Sige. Ayan, alam ko, may question ba? Joke.
Sir?
Parang may nag-raise pa. Yes po.
Sir, paano po kung divisible?
What do you mean divisible?
6,
Okay.
64/16. Ganun.
Kung divisible siya, edi simplify nyo muna siya. Ngayon, kung di na siya papasok dun sa quotient rule or sa, quotient rule, edi much better.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Siyempre, usually kapag nagkakaroon lang naman tayo ng quotient rule, kapag two numbers are relatively prime to each other. Ibig sabihin nun, we cannot divide the numerator to denominator or vice versa. Or basically, the fraction that is given in the quotient rule is in its lowest term. Ayun. So, usually ganun naman kaya pag nagko-quotient. Okay? So, ayun. Sige, proceed tayo sa power rule. We have the product rule, the quotient rule, and the power rule. Kasi pinakamadali yung power rule. Kasi, ganito. If we have logarithm of u raised to n to the base b, ang mangyayari, class, is ibababa lang natin yung n doon sa pinakaunahan, tapos ita-times. So, ibig sabihin, magiging ano siya, n times logarithm of u to the base b. Ganyan na siya. O, kunwari, may tayong logarithm of x squared to the base y. Magiging ano siya, baba lang natin yung 2. Magiging 2 log, di ba? Baka matulog na kayo dyan. Okay, we have 2 logarithm of x to the base y. O, ganun lang siya. O, may nagtanong sa akin kanina, Paano, sir, kapag radicand? Diba? So, kunwari, logarithm of square root of, of 3 to the base x, kunwari. So, we have, ano mangyayari? Yung radical sign, i-convert natin siya into exponent. Naturo ko ba ito sa inyo? Hindi ko matandaan eh. Parang wala. Pero anyway, sige. Kapag meron tayong radical sign, pwede natin siya i-convert into exponent. So, kung ano yung exponent ng nasa loob, class, kung ano yung exponent ng nasa loob, yun po yung numerator ng ating exponent. Kung ano yung index ng radical sign, yun yung denominator ng numerator, ng fraction, ng exponent. Okay? That is, yung square root ng 3 na may exponent na 1 and index na 2 will become logarithm of 3 raised to 1/2 to the base x. So, pasok siya sa power rule. Ibaba lang si 1/2, magiging 1/2 logarithm of 3 to the base x siya. Yan ay kapag x squared. Square root, not x squared. Square root. Square root ng 3. So, isa pang example na may radical. Kunwari, logarithm of, fifth root ng c squared to the base 4. So, paano yan siya? So, magiging logarithm of c raised to 2/5. Kasi kung ano nga yung exponent ng loob, yun yung numerator, yung index ng radical sign, yun yung denominator. So, magiging c raised to 2/5 siya to the base 4. Okay? So, yun. Dito kasi may imaginary na 1, na 2. Actually, hindi siya imaginary. Present siya, pero hindi na siya sinusulat. Ayan. So, nakuha po si power rule.
Yes po, sir.
Yes po, sir.
Ibababa niyo lang siya pag ano. Sorry. Yes, sige, very good. Basta ibababa niyo lang siya, yung power niya pababa. Okay? Sige. Ngayon, class, ayan, may mga example tayo doon sa doon sa module. Kunwari yan. Sige, tignan muna natin. We have, ayan. So, ang gagawin natin kunwari is i-expand natin yung ating yung ating logarithm. So, we have logarithm of a squared b. Ayan, ang gagawin is, ito nga, yung logarithm of a squared plus log b. Diba? Kasi power rule, tapos naging product rule. Product rule pala ito muna. Kasi hiniwala yung a squared and b. And then, ginamitan ng power rule. Binaba si 2. Kaya naging 2 log a plus log b. Parang German lang. Log b pala. Diba? Ayan, joke lang. Ayan, marami tayong mga examples dyan. Tapos sa condense naman, ganun din. Iko-condense lang natin yung log 3 plus log 4, magiging log 3 times 4, kaya magiging log 12. Ayan. Pero kasi class, hindi natin gagamitin yung ganyang example. Doon tayo sa mas mahirap. O, eto na. Gagamitan natin siya ng, eto na, sama-sama na lahat. Doon muna tayo sa expanding logarithms. Okay, let's expand a logarithm. O, given, kunwari, mayroon akong ganito. Let's have, nag-isip, diba? Ayan, sige. Let's have A. Logarithm of P Q squared or S cubed over T squared. O, ayan, mahirap-hirap. Paano gagawin? So, ganito yung steps, class, ha? Ganito yung steps na gagawin natin. Kapag nag-e-expand tayo ng logarithms, ang gagawin natin una is apply the what? apply the, ano ba? Expand to, di ba? Yeah. Apply the quotient rule. Tapos, apply the product rule. Tapos, power rule. Okay? Ito yung gagamitin nating solving. Kapag nag-expand ng logarithms class, quotient, product, power tayo. Okay? Sige. Oo. Apply natin dito sa first item natin. So we have logarithm of pq squared r s cubed over t squared to the base 2. So apply mo na yung quotient rule. So we have logarithm of pq squared rs ano yung s? rs cubed to the base 2 minus logarithm of t squared to the base 2. Ngayon, class, paano sir na-apply yung quotient rule? Kasi from numerator to denominator, naging minus siya. Di ba? So, yun na yung quotient rule na sinasabi. O, by virtue of quotient rule. Quotient ng lagay ko. Ayan, next. Apply natin yung product rule. So, anong gagawin sa product rule? Ayan. Lahat ng multiplication, ipa-plus. By the way, class, do not forget to enclose the numerator or the denominator kapag group siya into a parenthesis. Or into parentheses, dalawa pala. Into parentheses. Okay? Kasi PQ squared RS cubed. Diba? Ilang ano agad yan? Ilang multiplication yung nangyari dyan? 4, diba? So we need to enclose them in parentheses. Okay? So, sige. Expand natin to using the product rule. Kasi tapos na tayo sa quotient, after that, we will apply product rule. Okay? So, we have logarithm of p to the base 2 plus logarithm of q squared to the base 2 plus logarithm of r to the base 2 sinara agad. Plus logarithm of s cubed to the base 2 minus logarithm of t squared to the base 2. O, di ko na-enclose yung t in a parenthesis kasi nga po, class, siya ay ano na, tawag dito, siya ay mag-isa lang. Kawawa naman, 2022 na. Joke lang. Ayan siya. Okay? So, na-apply na natin yung product rule. Next na natin yung power rule. So, lahat ng may exponent, ibaba lang natin. Lahat lang ng meron, ha? So, we have logarithm of p to the base 2 plus logarithm, 2 na siya, 2 log. Binaba natin eh. 2 log q to the base 2 plus log r to the base 2 plus 3 log s to the base 2 minus 2 log t to the base 2. So this is the expanded form of logarithm of pq squared rs cubed over t squared to the base 2. That is logarithm of p to the base 2 plus 2 logarithm of q to the base 2 plus logarithm of r to the base 2 plus logarithm of 3 logarithm of s to the base 2 minus 2 logarithm of t to the base 2. Ayan siya. May question, class?
Wala po, sir.
Okay. O, sige. Wait lang nga, class. By the way, class, wait lang ha. I-check nga yung yung mga Jamboard na ginawa namin kanina. Okay. So, ganun, class, yung yung gagawin nyo pag nag-e-expand. Okay? Actually, mas mahirap yung expand kesa sa condense eh. Kasi meron yung condense, yung from long, papaikliin niya siyang ganun. Wait lang ha. Alam niyo ba, minsan nakakapanloko yung Rutherford kasi parang, ang tawag dito, parang, wait lang. Saan na ba? Ito. Parang na-appreciate ko naman na di kayo nagatanong kasi na-gets nyo. Kasi minsan parang doubtful din ako parang kung nakuha nyo ba talaga, di ba? So, yun. Pero so far naman, parang generally nakukuha naman ng Rutherford. Parang may mga, ano lang, sa ibang section ata ako may problema. Wait lang. Ito na yung product rule namin. Ay, ito na yung atin. Ano ba yan? Ayan. Yun yung first example natin, ha? Huwag nyo kalimutan yung process, ha? Basta quotient, product, power lang yung step na gagawin natin. Tagal naman ito mag-open. Ayan. Ito yung Jamboard namin kanina magulo. Ayan, yung expanding logarithms. Ay, pinagsama ko na pala sa inyo kanina. Ang saya. Ito na yun. Okay. Okay na. Sige, isa pa. Isang example pa. Okay. So, we have sige, logarithm of, let's say, ganito din, pero similar lang. Bakit P? Sige, we have logarithm of A, B squared, C cubed, all over D, F squared. Ganyan. Class tawag dito. Ayan. Ano yung base? Base 10. Ha? Ayan. So, mas madali ito kasi wala na kayong problemahin na magtutututu dyan. Diba? By the way, kapag nagsagot kayo class, kailangan complete ha. May mawala lang na isang number or letter dyan, mali na. Okay? So, sige. Ganun pa rin yung gagawin nating steps. Apply si quotient, apply si product, plus apply si power. So, we have, apply muna si quotient. So, we have logarithm of AB squared C cubed, enclose sa parenthesis, minus logarithm of DF squared, enclose sa parenthesis. Kasi yung dalawa yan, dito tatlo sa kabila. So, simplify further. Logarithm of A, paano natin mag-simplify? Hindi pa siya simplify, expand pala. So, paano natin siya papahabain? Apply na the product rule. So, we have the logarithm of A plus logarithm of B squared plus logarithm of C cubed minus the quantity of logarithm of D plus logarithm of F squared. Ayan. Tapos, apply si power rule. Logarithm of A plus 2 log B plus, tulog na si B. Tinulugan pa ga. 3 log C minus log D. Ayan. Plus 2 log F. Ayan. Enclose sa parentheses ha. Ayan. So, the expanded form of our logarithm AB squared C cubed over DF squared is logarithm of A plus logarithm plus 2 logarithm of B plus 3 logarithm of C minus logarithm of D plus 2 logarithm of F. So, that is how we expand logarithms. Okay? So, yan siya. By the way, may question?
Sir,
Yes po. Sige.
paano po sir kapag may radical po?
Na example. Tama, di nga ako nakabigay. Okay, sige. What if ganito? Bala ko nga sana sa inyo pagawa eh. Sige. What if ganito? Sige. Ganyan lang, para maikli. What we have, logarithm of A squared Tapos square root of BC cube, square root of BC cube, yeah, over D. Ayan. To the base x. So, apply si quotient rule ulit. Logarithm of a squared, square root of BC cube, minus may base x, sorry. Minus logarithm of D to the base x. Okay? Next is product rule. Okay, so we have logarithm of a squared to the base x plus logarithm of, wait lang, rewrite natin pala muna. O nga, no? Para madali niya makita. Kasi pag nilagay ko dyan agad na 1/2, wala pa nga eh. Diba? Sige. So we have, rewrite muna natin, logarithm of a squared, tapos b, c cubed, raised to 1/2, minus, dapat ganun na yung bracket, minus logarithm of x, yan, b. So, distribute natin yung 1/2. So we have logarithm of a squared, b raised to 1/2, c raised to 3 raised to 2. 3 over 2. C raised to 3 over 2. Ayan. Minus logarithm of d with the base x. Ayun na. Apply na tayo ng power rule. Logarithm of, may base pala, sorry. Logarithm of a with the base x plus logarithm, baba natin, tama nga. Logarithm of b raised to 1/2 x plus logarithm of c raised to 3/2 over x minus logarithm of d with the base x. Power rule. Baba natin lahat ng exponent. Logarithm of a with the base x plus 1/2 of logarithm of b with the base x plus 3/2 of logarithm of c with the base x. Yung quantity nun minus logarithm of d with the base x. So that is how we expand if we have radical sign. Okay? So bakit sir naging 1/2 sir itong nitong exponent ng bc raised to cube? Ganon. Ay bc raised to 3. Kasi nga po yung radical sign natin, di ba? Pag radical sign ay 1/2, may 1 yan siya dyan. Ganon. Kapag 7 dyan, edi 7 din yung denominator. Okay? So, ganun siya. Nakuha po?
Sir,
Yes po.
yung sa logarithm of a, sir, may 2 pa po sa exponent.
Ay, may 2 sa exponent. Sorry. Oo nga. Sige, lagyan natin. May 2 pala dito nga. Ano ba yan, sir, ha? So, dapat dito tulog. Diba? Buti pa sa yung logarithm may tulog. Ayan. So, yan. So, we have 2 logarithm of a with a base x. O, yan. Tama. Very good, ha? Thank you. Ayan. May question pa? O, ganon. Pag si sir dapat may minus kasi may nakalimutan siya. Okay. Pag sa quiz class, ganon ha. Pag sa exam ha. Kailangan kompleto. Kasi nga, yun na talaga yung form nila, expanded form nila. Okay? Sige. May question pa?
Wala na po, sir.
Okay. Wala na. Sige, let's proceed sa condensed naman tayo. Condensing or simplifying yon. Condensing or simplifying logarithms. Pag nag-simplify naman tayo, class, or nag-condense, baliktad lang natin. Yung step niya is ganito naman. Power, product, tapos quotient. Yan. Kabalik ka rin siya nung expand. Okay? Sige. What if we have this example? So we have logarithm of ano ba? Logarithm of m with the base 2 plus logarithm of n, ay, sige, 4 logarithm of n to the base 2 plus, let's say, 3 logarithm of o to the base 2, yung quantity nun is subtracted to logarithm of, let's say, x to the base 2. Ganyan. Sige, dalawa gawin ko ha. Yung b, ganito naman. Logarithm of a with the base 3 plus 2 logarithm of b to the base 3 plus 5 logarithm of c to the base 3 minus logarithm of b to the base 3 plus logarithm of g to the base, wait lang, 3 logarithm of g to the base, isa pa, gawa pa ka isa, c. So we have 1/2 logarithm of b plus 3/2 logarithm of logarithm of f na lang to the minus logarithm of h plus logarithm of k. Sige, 3 logarithm of k. Isa-isahin natin yan. Okay? So, ayan. So, we have logarithm of m to the base 2 plus 4 logarithm of n to the base 2 plus 3 logarithm of o to the base 2 minus logarithm of x to the base 2. Unang gagawin, power rule. So, lahat ng may exponent, iakyat. So, that would become logarithm of m to the base 2 plus logarithm of n to raised to 4 to the base 2 plus logarithm of o raised to 3 with the base 2 minus logarithm of x to the base 2. Ayan. After power, apply the product rule. So, pagsamahin lahat na may product, yung may plus, so that would become logarithm of m n raised to 4 o raised to 5 to the base 2 minus logarithm of x to the base 2. Simplify further using the quotient rule. So it will become logarithm of mn. Ayan. mn raised to 4, 0, o pala. O raised to 5 over x to the base 2. Ayan siya. Wala yung unan ko. Ayan. So, yan po siya, class. Isa pa. May question dito, Wale.
Sir, yung ano po, exponent ng O.
Bakit 5? Sorry. Bakit 5? 3 pala. Sorry. Hindi ko alam kung pagod ba ako or puyat or gutom. Joke lang. Lutang pala. Walang tumama, lutang. Ayan, sorry. 3, ayan. Okay. May question dito. Nakuha po kung paano gawin. Ayan. Any confirmation dyan para proceed na tayo?
Yes po, sir.
Okay na po, sir.
Yes po, sir. Next tayo, ha? Okay, so we have B. Ayan, B is logarithm of A with the base 3 plus 2 logarithm of B to the base 3 plus 5 logarithm of C to the base 3 minus logarithm of D to the base 3 plus 3 logarithm of G to the base 3. Ayan. So, apply power rule. Lahat na may power, iangat. So, that would become logarithm of A to the base 3 plus logarithm of B to the squared, B squared to the base 3 plus logarithm of c raised to 5 to the base 3 minus logarithm of b to the base 3 plus logarithm of g raised to 3 with the base 3. Ayan. Next is product rule. Sorry, product rule. So, pagsamahin yung mga nasa parentheses, logarithm of a b squared c raised to 5. Ayan, with the base 3 minus logarithm of b g raised to 3 with the base 3. And then, pag natapos, apply si power rule. Quotient rule. So we have logarithm of 3. Logarithm with the base 3 yan. Sulatin natin agad. So we have logarithm of a, b squared, c raised to 5, all over b, g raised to 3 to the base 3. So this is the condensed or the simplified form of the logarithm of a with the base 3 plus, ayan, basta yung sa taas, haba f. Okay, so this is the answer. Logarithm of ab squared c raised to 5 over d g cubed with the base 3. Okay, may question dito sa item na to, class?
None, sir.
Wala po, sir.
Sige,
None
clear
po,
tayo.
sir.
Okay, sige. Clear tayo dito, ha? O, next na tayo. Dito tayo sa may fraction naman, yung ating, basta, may fraction. Okay, so we have c is equal to 1, c natin is 1/2 logarithm of b plus 3/2 of logarithm of f minus logarithm of h plus 3 logarithm of k. Okay, so unahin is power rule. So we have logarithm of b raised to 1/2 plus what? Logarithm of f raised to 3/2 minus logarithm of h plus logarithm of k cubed. Yan siya. Next, class, wag muna tayo magdediretso sa product rule. Gawin na nating radical sign yung d and f muna. Or pwede rin mamaya na. Sige, gawin na natin. Okay. Logarithm of... Sige, pagsamahin na natin agad, class. Mamaya ako na i-simplify. Okay? So we have logarithm of b raised to 1/2 plus logarithm of... Ay, wala ng plus. Kulit ni sir eh. Sabi product rule na f raised to 3 over 2 minus logarithm of h k cubed. Ayan. O, rewrite na natin. So we have logarithm, and d raised to 1/2 is square root of d yan, times square root of f, ang f 3 raised to 2, yung denominator yung index. Eh kung 2 naman dito, kahit wag na isulat. Kung 2 dito, wag na isulat. F sa loob. Yung numerator ng d ay 1. So 1 din siya, wag na isulat. Ang numerator ni f ay 3, so merong exponent na 3 sa loob ng radical sign. So we have p times square root of f cubed. Ayan na siya. Minus logarithm of h k cubed. O, pwede ipagsama. Class, since pareho ng index dito, parehong 2 din naman, pwede sila ipagsama under the same radical sign as long as they have the same index of the radical sign. So we have logarithm of square root of b f cubed minus logarithm of h k cubed. Ayan. So, apply quotient rule. We have logarithm of b square root of b f cubed all over h k cubed. So, this is the simplified version. logarithm of df cube, or sorry, logarithm of the square root of df cube all over hk cube. Anong base? 10. Kasi walang nakasulat na base. Okay? May question pa?
None, sir.
Okay, wala. Wala po. Sige. O, basta ito lang siya. I-save ko lang tong ano na to ha. Later on pala, upload ko yung ating yung ating video sa YouTube mamaya pag na-process agad. Okay? Sige. So, let's proceed to solving. Ano yun? Solving logarithmic equations and inequalities. Actually, class, di ko na ituturo yung sa inequalities kasi naturo ko na yun siya nung sa rational. Kasi kung ano yung gagawin natin sa inequality, yun din class yung gagawin natin sa kung ano yung gagawin natin sa exponential, sa equation. Kung ano yung gagawin natin sa equation, yun din class yung process na gagawin natin kay inequality. It's that pag inequality, di ba, kapag nag-multiply tayo or nag-divide tayo ng negative in both sides of the inequality, magbabaliktad yung symbol, di ba? Pag greater than, magiging less than. Pag less than, magiging greater than. O, tandaan niyo yun kasi paulit-ulit na lang yun. Okay. Sige. Meron akong two ways on solving logarithmic equation and inequality. Okay? Sige. Kunwari, I have this kind of equation. Let's have ito. Ayan. We have logarithm of 9x with the base 3 is equal to logarithm of 36 with the base 3. Class, kung ganito yung ating ating equation and we need to find x, kapag parehong may logarithm ang both sides of the equation, wala silang numerical coefficient sa tabi, ibig sabihin walang number dito or dito, parehong wala. Kunwari, 2 ba yan or 1 or 3? Or kung basta walang number doon, pwede nating i-cancel. Okay? So, yan yung first natin. First case. Cancel agad. So, ano yung matitira? 9x is equal to 36. Pag na-cancel na yung logarithm, simplify further. So, we have 9x is equal to 36. So, just divide both sides by 9. So, x is equal to 4. Ganun siya. Okay? Sige, next example. We have logarithm of, let's say, ito. So we have logarithm of 2x plus 5 with the base 2 is equal to logarithm of 7 with the base 2. So as I've said earlier, kapag meron tayong logarithm na same ang base in each side of the equation, ayan, pwedeng i-cancel. Okay? And then, kunin yung natira. 2x plus 5 equals 7. Simplify further. 2x is equal to 7 minus 5. Dito na lang karugtong. So we have 2x equals 2. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 1. So yun siya. Yun yung first case. Nakuha, class?
Opo, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yun siya, ha? Okay. Next case natin is ganito. Paano nga yun? Wait lang ha. Ayun. Ay, plus ba ginamit? 3 ba? Ay, ano ba yan? Ayan. So we have logarithm of 2x minus 1 with the base 3 is equal to 3. Okay? So pag may ganito tayong equation class, di natin ma-cancel yung kabila kasi wala nga tayong logarithm of 3 sa kabila. So ang gagawin natin is rewrite this on its exponential form. Di ba naalala nyo kung paano mag-rewrite na exponential form? Yung base, ito yung base. Kuha ko red bone. Base to, di ba? Base, ano to? Exponent. And of course, we have here the product. Yung buong yan, yung 2x minus 1. So if we rewrite that, we will be having 3 raised to 3 is equal to 2x minus 1. Logarithm of 2x minus 1 with a base 3 is equal to 3. Diba? Okay. So 3 raised to 3 equals 2x minus 1. Pag nirewrite. Okay? Pag ganito pag walang logarithm in either of the sides ganito. And then simplify the equation further. So 3 raised to 3, that would be 3 times 3 times 3, that is 27. So 27 siya. So 2x minus 1. Then simplify further. Lipat natin si 1. 27 plus 1 is equal to 2x. 28 is equal to 2x. Divide both sides by 2. 14 is equal to x. Therefore, our x is 14. Ayan siya. Okay, may question, class?
None, sir.
Okay. Sige, meron pa. Wait lang. May isa pa tayong example. Sana yun? Ito. Next example tayo. So we have logarithm of 25 to the base 5 is equal to 3x minus 3. Okay. So, convert this into exponential form kasi nga wala nga logarithm sa kabila. So, that would become, 5 raised to what? 3x minus 3, tama, is equal to 25. Sige nga, di namin ma-solve yan, di ba? O, di ba, pero alam nyo, nung nag-exponential form, nung pinanood yung exponential form, nung pinanood nyo yung exponential function, yung 25, pwede yan siya gawing base, di ba? Magiging siya? Like yung 25, magiging 5 squared. Tama? 5 times 5, 25. So, dalawang 5 yun. So, magiging ganito siya. Magiging 5 raised to 3x minus 3 equals 5 squared. O, cancel na yung base. So, we have 3x minus 3 is equal to 2. Simplify further, 3x is equal to 2 plus 3. That is 5. Divide both sides by 3. X is equal to 5/3. Ayan. Tapos, pwede naman to siya applyan din ng law of exponent or additional law of exponent, yung properties of logarithm. Bakit exponent na naman? Properties of logarithm, di ba? 25 is 5 squared. O, pwede na i-rewrite dito. Logarithm of 5 squared. Di ba? Ang 25. So, we have 3x minus 3. O, cancel na to agad o. O, ay, nasama yung 2. Char lang. Ayan. Cancel agad, di ba? O, 2 na lang yung natira. O, sulat nyo. 2 is equal to 3x minus 3. O, ito na yun, o. Di ba? O. O, 5/3 din yung answer niyan. Ayan, yan yung isang way. Okay? O, sige. Ito pa. Last na lang to. Kasi alas 3 na. Hanggang alas 3 lang dapat. Okay. So, we have here, ano na nga yun? Nakalimutan ko. Wala, nakalimutan ko talaga. Ito. Ito nga. X ba yun? Yeah, 2x. Okay. Ito class, we have logarithm of 36 to the base 2 minus 2 logarithm of 2x to the base 2 is equal to 0. Class, alam ko, ang gagawin nyo dito for sure is a-applyan nyo ng laws of logarithm. Gagawin yung quotient rule. Pero sinasabi ko sa inyo, pwede naman. Sige, try nga natin na quotient rule yung gagawin ko. Sige, magiging ano to siya, magiging, wait lang, hindi natin pwede apply ng quotient rule lang, hindi natin inaangat yung 2. So we have logarithm of 36 to the base 2 minus logarithm of 2x raised to 2 over 2 with the base 2. Ayan, tapos rewrite, simplified, logarithm of 36 to the base 2 minus logarithm of, may equals 0 to ha. Ayan, logarithm of 4x squared to the base 2 equals 0. O, diba? Apply laws of logarithm. We have logarithm of 36 over 4x squared to the base 2. Okay? And then simplify further. Logarithm of 9 over x squared to the base 2 is equal to 0. O ngayon, ito na yung gagawin natin ng exponential agad. Diba? So magiging 2 raised to 0 is equal to 9 over x squared. 2 raised to 0 is 1. Diba? Any number multiplied by, any number raised to 0 is 1. So we have 1 is equal to 9 over x squared. Multiply both sides by x squared para matanggal yung denominator. Ayan. So we have x squared is equal to 9. O, square root both sides. So we have x is equal to positive negative 3. Yan yung answer. O, tignan niyo yung process ha. O, di ba? Ito yung ginawa natin kapag in-applyan natin ng laws of logarithm or kinondense or sinimplified natin yung logarithm. Kapag 0 yung kabila. O, tignan niyo naman tong isang way. Logarithm of 36 to the base 2 minus 2 logarithm of 2x to the base 2 is equal to 0. Ang gagawin ko, class, iibahin ko yung ginawa ko kanina. So, ililipat ko yung negative 2 logarithm of 2x with the base 2 sa right side of the equation. So, we have logarithm of 36 to the base 2 is equal to 2 logarithm of 2x to the base 2. Tapos, apply ko yung power rule, angat ko si 2. So, we have logarithm of 36 to the base 2 is equal to logarithm of 2x raised to 2 with the base 2. Pwede na i-cancel. Diba? O, cancel. Tapos, simplify. 36 is equal to 2x times 2x. That will become 4x squared. Divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. Cancel. X squared is equal to 9. O, square root both sides. Okay. X is equal to positive negative 3. O, saan yung mas madali? Itong nauna o itong last?
Last po.
Last
Last.
po.
Last.
Last. Pero make sure na applicable yan siya, class, kapag 0 yung nasa right hand of ng equation. Kasi kapag hindi na 0, kunwari 1, may 1 na dito class, o 1, 'di ba? May 1 na dito. Dito na class papasok yung paggamit nyo nitong nauna sa dalawa. Okay? Ito na yung gagawin nyo kapag may number na dito na iba. Pero so far, 0 lang din naman. So, yan. Okay? So, yan siya. So far, class, yun lang din naman. As of the moment. Okay? Do you have any questions pa ba? Meron pa po, question?
None po, sir.
Okay. O, sige. Okay. Sige. Save ko lang yung Jamboard. Ay, close ko lang siya. Ayun, class, sige. End ko lang muna yung recording kasi magayaw-yaw ako, charot. Hindi, joke lang. I mean, may sasabihin lang ako na hindi na siya part ng lesson. Wait lang, ha.